Hello and welcome to a new episode of Jaw Jacking with James. I just want to say that for this episode, you are clearly hearing, and I'm hearing it now, a distinct difference with the audio, and that is because I, me personally, I forgot to adjust the audio settings when I have the microphone plugged in. For the past month and going 12 episodes in, I didn't realize this whole time that my audio for the microphone itself was set to about 60. So for some reason, instead of hearing my voice loud and clear like you are now, it sounded more like I was at a distance. Even though every time I record, I have my microphone right up to my mouth. And for some reason, it was very low and kind of garbled. And I couldn't figure out why, and I kept adjusting settings elsewhere, and I looked up some videos on YouTube on how to fix it. But as it turns out, I, being the dumb bastard I am sometimes when I'm doing something, forget to look at the simple solutions before, doing everything else. But moving forward now, and every episode until then, not only is the audio going to be loud and, in your face and in your ears, and you're going to be like, wow, I can clearly hear him now. Hooray! I'm also going to, make sure to edit the audio so it sounds nice and clear and crisp. And I also want to point out that if you want to do a podcast, make sure to have all settings on your computer as well as the recording app or program you are using. Make sure all those settings are set correctly. And it just sounds real good now. Look, wow, I can see the wavelengths on my video recorder. Instead of it having a little tiny wavelength of my voice, you can now clearly hear me. This is my voice. This is how I really sound. Moving on, it's important, always look at everything before going forward. And moving forward, all my audio for my podcasts are going to sound significantly better. Improved audio part, I want to say 5 or something, or rather, of me figuring out how to correctly do my audio. Now that that's out of the way, but I'm also going to keep those other episodes up just because, I'm not going to just delete it. I took the time to do them, and we're going to keep them up to show that I personally want to show my, stages of improvement through my podcasting. And you, listener, get to see me go from sounding like I'm talking into a microphone on the other side of the room to actually hearing my voice loud and clear. Isn't that wonderful? You get to hear me at max volume. Isn't that great? Anyway, the part 2 of all of this is, let's go to the crux of what I want to talk about. You ever wonder why, you wanna try and, go to therapy or get counseling? Those aren't bad things, but big negative to them is not the social ramifications, I don't think. There's nothing wrong with, healing the mind. It's just just another injury, just it's in your head instead of on your body. But my biggest thing is that it's expensive, and you can't always afford that. And that's not a bad thing. It's also not a good thing. The cost of it, that is. But what I want to get at is the kinds of alternative therapy that are out there. Like, for me, it's cooking and, working with my hands and distracting my mind, focusing on something else. And then you can start thinking clearly. And when you start thinking clearly, you can be like, maybe that issue wasn't that big of a deal. And in no way am I saying you shouldn't go to therapy or you shouldn't go to counseling or you shouldn't talk to people. That's also important. But what I'm trying to get at is there are other ways of clearing your mind without having to pay exuberant amounts of money for it. To get back to the subject of what I was getting at, cooking. Cooking usually helps me, personally. There's also going for walks or sitting outside and just, looking at trees and looking at the grass and just, letting your mind wander, which is not a bad thing. A lot of people need to just, do something that doesn't involve looking at a screen. I mean, I'm no one to talk, that I spend most of my time looking at either a computer screen, a tablet, or a cell phone, or my TV, either watching movies or, spreading memes or looking at, BS on Instagram or Twitter or watching YouTube videos or whatnot. But it's important to take a step back from that and do something else, it doesn't always have to be cooking, but any activity that requires you to get up or do something with your hands is what I'm trying to get at. I mean, for me, learning to cook was a necessity, and then it became a passive interest, and now it's an interest and a necessity and something I do as just to challenge myself. Learning to cook new ways. To be a chef, the first step is learning how to cook an omelet. And I want to say that it took me a few years to finally perfect how to correctly make an omelet. And believe me, it wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. And it actually takes skill and practice to learn how to correctly cook an egg at medium heat and then flip it to the side to get yourself an omelet. And just a quick side note is that I do like omelets, but I usually prefer over hard or scrambled eggs. And to get back on how you would make, because I've perfected making almost perfect scrambled eggs, is that usually takes for 2 eggs you use less than a cup of milk to give it that creaminess. I would say 2 eggs, probably like a quarter a cup, of milk. And then there's the, therapeutic part of just, taking your spatula and spinning it in a pan until, it goes from a liquid starts to form little shreds of soft solids, and then you start spinning it, and you start seeing the heat rise as the water evaporates out of it, and then you start getting your eggs to form, and you start hearing the sizzle. But the big thing about it is that it's a relaxing activity as well as, on a basic level. Since cooking is considered an art form, you're creating a little bit of art for yourself, and you're going to be enjoying that little bit of art by eating it. And I usually make my scrambled eggs light and fluffy, and I usually try to be as minimal as possible. I put light salt and pepper in it. Sometimes the best food is not overindulged with spices. Some things do require it. Other things, you don't have to reinvent the wheel just to have a good bit of eggs. But another good activity, for me is I'm a big gamer, and there's also watching movies for me is always great. That's why I want to partially devote this podcast to talking about movies and films and TV shows, and I might occasionally dabble in talking about games I always like. I've done several episodes on talking about the Fallout series. I think I might do a few more episodes on that. Maybe. No, definitely I will. I could talk for hours about that stuff, and, if you want to listen, hey, there's always that. More views for me, and more enjoyment for you. And that's all that really matters. But another aspect, and since I quit my job, I have to get back into it. Do my self-discipline for it is exercise. I enjoy weightlifting. Really dispels stress, because you're channeling that anger you might have, or frustration, into lifting weights and improving yourself. And to backtrack, there's always going for walks, just to, minimum 2 miles of just getting a walk in, and just focus on the walking, just clear your head by walking. Don't take calls, unless it's an emergency, of course. But someone's just calling you saying, "Hey, how are you doing?" I'm just like, "I'm busy." Click, like that. Just don't be get rid of the distractions and just focus on you enjoying that walk, or going for a run, or going to the gym, and working out what you need to work out that day. If I could, I'd do more swimming. Swimming's always pleasurable. And another big thing I do, because I'm the biggest dork on earth, is I collect. If there's take a quick look around my room. There's a lot of toys and Legos and figures, and I do a lot of collecting. I collect comic books. I collect manga. I collect. I have pretty big chunk of my wall space is devoted to Star Wars figures. I'm running out of space for that. I also collect coins. Let's see, what else do I collect? Oh, I collect bottle caps. I'm one of those types of people. And I have a large collection of a lot of things. I'm basically that kind of dork. self-admitting dork. Dork, nerd, dweeb, kind of shit. But, hey, it makes me happy. If that makes you happy, yeah, then, go for it. It's like, it's something you enjoy. It's your hobbies. And, if it de-stresses you, then it's totally worth it. And, yeah, that's just something I want to get out there. Just, why not do the things that make you happy when you have the time? And, if someone else wants to distract you from that and it's not important, then, why should they bug you? Why should they judge you? Like, that's a big problem that that's come with age, is that, when people judge you for things that you like, and I'm going to assume a large amount of my audience are, people who play video games or, like anime and whatnot. It's like, for the longest time we were underground with this sort of thing, and now that it's mainstream, now, all the people that aren't fans of these sorts of things say, that we need to change for them, and that's total bullshit. Like, I was around in the days when anime was called Japanimation. That's shows my age. And when I had to, either, spend a lot of money to get my fix for anime, or I had to, go on the internet back in the day and watch it third party, or, before YouTube really cracked down on it, you would have to watch your anime in 3-part episodes of like 12 minutes in order to watch it. I mean, dark times. But things have gotten a lot easier to get to, and with it being more accessible, that brings in more people, and that also brings in people that aren't the fans of it. But that's another subject I'll go into in a separate episode. That's just the crux of it is that don't let people tell you what you should like, and if you enjoy it, then why not enjoy it? As long as it's not breaking any laws and hurting anyone, it's fine to like it. But yeah, I want to just put this video out there, and this podcast episode out, and hopefully get some more traction, because Lord knows I could use it, and and the audio is way better now that I have fixed my settings. So hopefully you can hear my voice loud and proud and loud and clear and all that other good stuff. And yeah, as recording, it's Happy Mother's Day for all those mothers out there. I did something nice for my mom today. I got her a card, and I bought her some flowers that I've planted on the back patio for her, so she has flowers to look at. And because a bouquet of flowers is nice, but flowers die. But if you plant some flowers, there's a good chance they might not die. So that's just something I did. But anyway, to my listeners, you have yourself a good day, and I hope my food for thought has helped you. That'll do it for today. You have a good day, listener, and hope to see you soon. Have a good day.